In poker, bluffing is a fundamental concept that adds excitement and strategic depth to the game. It involves tactics such as intimidation and trickery, all aimed at making the opponent fold better hands. Without bluffing, poker would lose its charm and become a dull experience. However, one of the biggest mistakes poker players make is playing the hand too straightforwardly. Let's take a look at the pre-flop as an example. If you only raise with aces and kings, savvy opponents can easily counter your strategy by folding whenever you raise. They know you won't raise with any other two hands, allowing them to avoid losing value by calling you. This results in missed opportunities for you to win money, simply because your opponent can accurately guess the strength of your hand. Another common mistake is raising larger bets with stronger hands. After a few hands, observant opponents will catch on to your pattern and realize that your big raises correspond to the best possible hands. As a result, they will start folding more frequently when faced with your substantial bets. On the other hand, if you decide to be tricky and consistently check or raise with the small bets when you have the nuts, you risk losing value with your strong hands and inadvertently signaling your opponents about your holdings. So what's the solution? The answer lies in balance. To understand balance, let's explore a simpler game, rock, paper, scissors. If you have a predictable pattern in rock, paper, scissors, your opponent can exploit it by figuring out your next move. Whether it's always playing the same hand your opponent played last time, or never playing paper after a rook, an intelligent opponent will eventually catch on and counter your strategy effectively. To counter this, you need to mix it up and introduce randomness into your choices. However, randomizing your picks alone is not enough. If you start favoring one hand more than the others, your opponent can exploit that bias. For example, if you play rock more frequently, your opponent will figure out that they need to play paper more often to beat you. Therefore, the optimal strategy is to have random and uniformly balanced choices. Each hand, rock, paper, and scissors, should be played 33% of the time. This ensures that no matter what your opponent does, your expected win rate will always be 50%, making you unexploitable. Now, let's bring this concept back to poker. We don't want our opponent to deduce our hand strength, as that would affect their decision to call or fold. To achieve this, we must mix up our gameplay. When we raise with big bets, we need to do so with a balanced range of strong hands and weak hands. Strong hands to make profit if our opponent calls, and weak hands, which is called bluff, to steal the pot when they fold. By maintaining a balance between strong hands and bluffs, we force our opponent into a difficult position where they have to call our raises when we have strong hands some of the time, because we also have bluffs in our range. This happens with every strong portion of our range. It has to have bluffs that act exactly similar. This balanced approach ensures our range remains unexploitable. So remember, bluffing is an essential part of poker, and achieving balance in your gameplay is key to becoming a successful and unpredictable player. Practice the art of bluffing, mix up your strategies, and maintain a balanced range to keep your opponents guessing and to maximize your chance of winning. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful in your poker journey.